So we all know that the quarterback position is the most important and most valuable position in the NFL. What if they were all terrible though? So I made every quarterback in the game 12 overall, which is essentially 0 overall, as you can tell with the other attributes. And we're gonna see who wins the Super Bowl. Is it just gonna be the team with the best defense, the best run game? I don't know. Just want to take a quick look at some of these team overall so far. Seems like everyone's around like the 80 or under. 84 overall for the Eagles, 87 defense, so that might be my pick on who wins the Super Bowl. 49ers are looking pretty good too with that 85 overall defense. The Ravens have an 87 overall defense too. And the Texans are still bad. 69 offense though. Nice. As you can see with the Eagles lineup, though, I kept the development trait on these quarterbacks, so maybe that's going to change some things up. I don't think they're going to develop super crazy though, since they're 0 overall. I actually want to hop into the game to see how they play. I'm not going to play the entire game because I don't want to mess with the sim too much, but yeah, I wanted to see how a 0 overall quarterback is going to play for me, so yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to throw it to X. Oh no! Bro can't even hit like a 3-yard drag route right now. Jalen Hurts, what happened, bro? All right, throw the drag this time. Hey, we got a complete pass. First down. Just in case you guys were wondering, Jalen Hurts has 0 speed too, so... and he has 0 carry. Here's the thing though, every quarterback's bad, so let's see how Jared Goff is gonna throw the ball here. Oh no! Obviously I knew these guys were gonna be really bad, but like seeing it in action, yeah, you run the ball. That's the move for sure. I'm interested to see how many interceptions get thrown this season, like 50, 60, 100? I really could see somebody throwing for over 100 interceptions. So yeah, I really want to see that. There you go, Jared Goff completing a pass. Not that it matters, though, because it's still 4th down. So, yeah, I got a pretty good idea of what we're going to expect out of this. I'm just going to send the rest of this game. I'm sure we're going to see picks or something happen. Detroit Lions are up by 6, though. It's all field goals so far. Oh, no, they get a touchdown. The Lions. I see multiple interceptions being thrown. This is actually a really good game. 20-13. Okay. I don't think the Eagles are going to be able to come back, though, especially, like, with no passing game. Like, yeah, I think it's going to be tough for teams to come back. So, yeah, you don't really want to go down by any score in this league. Let's see what the ending stats for this game was. All right, player stats and oh no! Jared Goff 2 touchdowns, 7 picks. Jalen Hurts 1 touchdown, 9 interceptions. I was thinking 100 picks was a little high. No, I think it might be like 150, maybe even 200 picks someone's gonna throw looking at this right now. Devontae Smith still put up some decent numbers in this game though. Dude, Mike Hughes had insane interceptions in my last video too, so maybe he's gonna lead in picks again in this video. So only 1 week so far, but my prediction of the highest overall defense winning out is not looking good so far. We got to simulate the rest of the season and see who makes the playoffs. And of course, I want to see if a quarterback hits 200 interceptions in this season. So the NFC East actually was like fairly close here. 8-9 for 3 teams. The Commanders win it at 10-7. I see a 37-0 loss to the Giants last week though. Ooh. Okay, the playoff field got a little bit crazy. Raiders are the 1 seed in the AFC. The Jets are the 2 seed in the AFC. And the Texans made the playoffs. I don't think the NFC is as wild as the AFC, but I mean, the Bears made the playoffs, the Falcons made the playoffs. But you guys know, I want to see who put up the numbers. I want to see 200 interceptions by someone. Let's see how Jalen Hurts did here, though. Okay, his actual numbers isn't as wild as I thought. There would be 63 interceptions. So much, though. Well, I think we actually broke the game because it says 63 interceptions for everyone. So I think Jalen Hurts and everyone else threw for way more than 63 interceptions. I wonder if there's a way I could figure that out. I think I would have to click on each individual game to figure out how many interceptions these guys threw for, which is a little bit disappointing. I wanted to see like 200 some interceptions on these guys. Also, I didn't mess with the depth chart, so teams just decided to start random quarterbacks like Chase Daniel starting for the Chargers. Nick Foles started for the Colts. Brandon Allen started for the Bengals. But let's see who led the league in interceptions. I'm already seeing some crazy numbers here. So 27 for Trayvon Diggs, 27 for Jalen Johnson, 26 for Fred Warner. Yeah, I'm going to assume that these are actual accurate interception numbers. So, yeah, these are so many interceptions. I want to at least figure out how many interceptions Jalen Hurts threw. So, yeah, let me figure that out real quick. I got to the midpoint of the season, and Jalen Hurts had a 17 interception game. Oh, okay. Near the end of the season, Jalen Hurts had a monster game. 8 touchdowns. All right, so after counting up every single game this season, Jalen Hurts threw a grand total of 140 interceptions, which means he averaged 8.2 interceptions a game this season. So how did the running backs do this season? Anyone go crazy? Derrick Henry. Okay, so this is kind of what I was expecting here. Derrick Henry with a pretty sick season. 3 guys with over 20 rushing touchdowns. It's kind of the guys I expected to have those touchdowns too. And then how about receiving? Anyone go off? Oh, Keenan Allen with a sick year, actually. Bobby Trees had a pretty good year. Michael Pittman. So we only had 5,000-yard receivers, which I didn't think we would have any 1,000-yard receivers, so that's surprising. Final thing I want to check is the sack numbers. I actually think these sack numbers could be pretty crazy here, so let's see who led the 41 sacks from Jadeveon Clowney. I told you these sack numbers are going to be wild. 34.5, 34, 33, 33, 30.5. How many guys broke the sack record this season? Jeez, man. That's what happens when all the quarterbacks have 0 speed and they're absolutely horrific, I guess. Well, it's time to see who wins these playoff games and makes it to the Super Bowl. And would you look at that? The Texans moving on to the divisional round. And the Bears, too. And both the Texans and Bears move on to their championship games. Oh, man. Let me see a Texans-Bears Super Bowl. Oh, unfortunately, the Texans lost. But the Bears made it to the Super Bowl. Look at the Raiders, though, making a little bit of a run. And, oh, there's so many interceptions. Did anyone expect the Bears and Raiders to be in the Super Bowl for this video, though? Like, I had no expectations, but I was not expecting the Bears to be here. And here we go, hopping into the Super Bowl. 0 overall Derek Carr versus 0 overall Justin Fields. Who's going to get the W? Let's see how this first quarter goes, as it's a bunch of 0-0s. I see an interception already, and it's 0-0. Quarter number 2, though, is it going to be a different story? I see more interceptions being thrown. The Raiders take a 10-0 lead, but the Bears get a touchdown, and it's 13-7.5. Pretty low scoring so far, but the Raiders extend the lead. The Bears get a touchdown back. The Raiders score 2 quick touchdowns at the end of the third quarter, though. Jeez. This might already be game. We've already seen that it's tough for teams to come back when they go down, especially by 3 touchdowns now. And we can't throw the ball. We'll see if they can do anything on this drive. They have to throw the ball. He's airing it out here. He actually threw an absolute dot. What? 0 overall. Justin Fields throwing lasers, I guess. Look at this throw from Justin Fields. Like, that's an absolute beauty. What? Absolutely did not think I was going to see a throw like that in this game. Justin Fields going for the sideline seat. That's what I was expecting more of. Let's see if he can make another throw, though. I think he's got someone. Jeez, can't even hit drags. Big third down, going 5 wide. Justin Fields sitting in the pocket, but you got no speed, bro. You're not going to get away from the pass rush. Gotta go for it at this point. 4th and 17. Just throw the ball. Get that first down. That should have been picked. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that this game is over. I mean, the Raiders score even more points. 41-14, blowout. Well, Raiders fans, you want to win another Super Bowl? Just tell the NFL to have no quarterbacks in the league anymore. Okay, yeah, I see why the Bears lost this game with 10 interceptions from Justin Fields. All things considered, Derek Carr had a solid game, 3 tutties, 4 picks. So in a league with no quarterbacks, the Raiders win the Super Bowl, but I want to see who wins MVP. Is it going to be a running back? Is it going to be a defensive player? It probably should be a defensive player, right, with all the turnovers being thrown. AJ Terrell for the Falcons wins NFL MVP. I was a little worried that the game would still give it to an offensive player, but yeah, awesome to see AJ Terrell win NFL MVP. Let's see what the voting was. Did you guys ever think you see the day when the top 10 MVP vote getters are all defensive players? This is kind of crazy, but yeah, seeing how this league was makes a lot of sense. Oh, okay, it looks like the interception numbers were actually wrong because AJ Terrell had 37 picks. Okay, the interception numbers were actually counting. The game is just broken, so he's not showing up here, but if we go to the Falcons, we can see that AJ Terrell had 37 interceptions, so yeah, we broke the game, I guess. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see, but the video's not quite over yet. Does the team that drafts the best quarterback win the Super Bowl the next year? So whoever drafts this Nick Bishop guy, which I'm going to assume he's going to go #1 overall based off of how this league is set up. Oh, okay, he does not get drafted by the Dolphins. That is shocking to me. You would think every team would just be drafting quarterbacks here, right? But nope, I guess not. So since we have the #2 overall pick, I'm taking this quarterback, and I'm going to guess that the Eagles, the team I'm controlling, wins the Super Bowl. Hidden development trait, nice to see that too. So now the top quarterbacks in this league should all be rookies, or at least the highest overall quarterback should all be rookies. And it looks like most teams drafted one, but not all of them. So let's just send them all the way to the playoffs. My guess, Eagles 1 seed. They should be. They have the best quarterback now. Wow, I am actually shocked. The Commanders went 14-3. I think they also drafted a quarterback, to be fair. The Eagles went 9-8. Made the playoffs though, so that's awesome. This is what the playoff bracket ended up being. The Jets made it back to the playoffs. How did our quarterback... Ooh, a pretty good year for our quarterback, actually. How did we go 9-8? I think there's a decent chance our quarterback could win MVP, but I think a defensive player is actually going to win it again. 2,000 yards rushing for Nick Chubb, though. Whoa. And 2,100 yards for Cooper Kupp. What? Those are some crazy numbers. All right, sack numbers should be down this year. It's still pretty good sack numbers, though. And Byron Jones led the league in picks, at least from what I can see. But let's just progress through the playoffs again. Let's see if the Eagles could win a game here, and they don't. Well, that sucks that we lost. I'm just going to sim past everything since I'm not going to be able to watch the Super Bowl this season anyways, and see who wins MVP and all that. All right, let's see who won the Super Bowl and MVP. The Jets win the Super Bowl, guys. Yo! And our quarterback wins MVP, which actually makes a lot of sense. You would think the player with like 20-some interceptions or like 30-some sacks wins MVP, but no, quarterbacks are heavily weighted, and 44 touchdown season. Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, Jets fans, you just got to get rid of all the quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I thought it was a fun little experiment. YouTube recommends that you watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.